Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first Makers Monday. It's Hobby Night. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you have all had an awesome weekend. I had a pretty decent weekend. So yeah, as you can kinda see, I've got a camera angle, or a new camera angle. I set up a little hobby station at my desk. I've got some lights set up, I've got the camera kind of set facing the way I am going to be facing. So when I start painting things, you see exactly what I see. No more having to fuss around with annoying camera angles and such. So yeah, we're gonna just hop on over here. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of different things kind of set off to the side here that we might kind of be going through tonight. But yeah, just kind of gonna be hanging out, chatting, painting. I've got some stuff for doing some basing and like terrain styling sort of things. So yeah. Right here, what I've got in front of me is I can't remember what's it called. It is a Onager Dune Crawler for the Adeptus Mechanicus, which is an army in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. So yeah, I'm just getting these guys all prepped up and ready for play in the next few months. I've got a whole bunch that I gotta get caught up on. Where did I leave off? I'm kind of just going through and touching up the metallics right now. There's several little areas here and there. Oh, there's my paintbrush sneaking into frame. What do we got? We've got... that's the gold. I keep all of my metallics in shot glasses so they don't mess with my wet palette, which I've got just over here. That is like a brassy, bronzy, coppery gold. Where was I left off? Our silvery aluminum. Some nice plain metallics here. Just get my brush all prepped. Hear the dogs upstairs. I do not have a handle here. Oh well. What did we leave off on? Just like I said, kind of going through big accents, little touch-up things. Half the struggle is figuring out what the best way to hold it is while I try and get my brush in there. that up, I got a huge blob of the metallic off the side there. Where's my clean brush? No, brush. There we go. That's not as bad. It's looking a bit better. That back down here. We're just gonna put the cleaning rag in my lap. It's a little easier that way. That way it's right where I need it, when I need it. Here, I'm just gonna go and quickly grab a couple of my painting handles here. I totally blanked and forgot to grab them before going live. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I've got my painting handles. There we go. Headphones are back on. I can now hear things. But yeah, we're gonna get this one prepped for use here. Well, all it is a prescription pill bottle, some blue tack. Stick that on top, make sure it's kind of good and stuck down. Get them on there. Give it a good wiggle. And there we go. Yeah, that's better. I can deal with that. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through and touching up anywhere the metallic wasn't quite thick enough in the layers. Or, yeah, too thin. Yeah, like up on that top grill here. I can kind of see the red paint under it still, so that sort of thing. Pardon me. Sorry that my hands are a little shaky and whatnot. Yeah, it is what it is. And everything kind of goes through an ugly phase first, so not too worried about, going over things and getting paints where they're not meant to be yet. I can always touch that up later. Okay, that one's a pretty big mess, so I'll have to clean that one up. That's better. Not perfect, but better. Yeah. Vehicle's just such a neat design. It's like supposed to be modeled after a crab or something. This army doesn't do anything normally. They're all way out there. Oh, time for some tea. Yeah. Still gotta pick out a few other details here. What else am I missing on this one? I've got cat hair everywhere. Jinx was recently with us. He's... I don't know where he's gone to. Well, back here, apparently. All... That should all be gunmetal metallic or whatever this is. Nice. And then, like, there's gonna be a few places on this back. I guess it's like the power supply or like a reactor. Where I'm gonna have, pardon me, my throat. A couple, yeah, other metallic colors kind of layered on there to give some contrast, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And interest. I am in no way an artist and know very little about any of it, so... I just know what I think looks neat. Got some cool bases set aside and planned out for these guys too. Still have to build a whole bunch of them though. Oh, I'm so pleased I finally got to start getting some games in. Big part of the motivation to get these done. I recently started, or not started, but joined I guess they call it a crusade league. It's kind of like a bowling league, but for tabletop wargaming. You know, pushing toy soldiers across a table. It's a little more involved than that, but really not at the same time, you know? Fun because you get to. Hey yo, Geo Neo, welcome, happy Monday. I am painting on. This is a unit for a tabletop war game called Warhammer 40,000. This specific unit is a Onager Dune Crawler. It's like some sort of crab tank. So it's got set of quadrupedal legs and a funky tank turdy top thing. But yeah, I recently joined it's basically a bowling league for tabletop wargaming. And yeah, it's kind of been helping motivate me to get painting again. And then I had the awesome idea, like, since I enjoy doing the hobby and painting and all that so much, and I like streaming, why not combine them two and share my passions? I'm in no means a good painter, but I still think I've got stuff that I can share and help others with. push that back down onto the handle. But yeah, how has your Monday been so far? Oh yeah. Ooh. Yikes, that's rough. Well, hopefully you sleep better next time. Yikes. Yeah. My Monday has been pretty good so far. Been really excited just getting things all set up. I got the camera all set up and ready. I've just been really excited. But yeah, it's been good. Trying to see if there's anything else that I need to hit with this color before I swap over to something else. Okay, I think that's good there. Let's grab the other color. What one are we gonna do next? Which would be the logical color? I think this one might have even dried out. Yeah, that looks kind of dried out to me. Let's get this fixed up. What else did I get up to today? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Nothing else is really standing out to me right now. Jinx has been like super affectionate and snuggly today, but it's also been pretty rainy and nasty out, so that makes sense. Jinx is a cat. Doesn't want to be out there in this. So I know you've got a bit of a artistic thing going on, but do you ever do figure painting? Maybe like for D&D or something? Or collect figures for some of your favorite shows? Because that's another thing I was thinking of doing. I've gotten a couple figures for like shows or comics or manga or things that I've read before. But they're usually cheaply produced, so they don't look quite right. Like the colors they come in are faded or different. So I was thinking I might start repainting some of them. Okay, so yeah, you do collect some figures. I thought you might. No, there's just something fun about collecting figures. Nice. There we go. That's looking much better now. Ooh. For, nice. What kind of model kits? There we go. That's looking more liquidy now. Perfect. I don't even know what to call this color. It's labeled as Balthazar Gold, but it's kind of not quite rose gold, but not quite copper, not quite brass. It's some weird mix of all of those. Hey yo, welcome. How's it going, bud? Paint rusted penny. Ooh, that sounds like a good paint color. And yeah, it kind of does remind me of pennies now that I look at it. It's actually way too much paint on the brush there. How's it going, Buns? That's a little better. Yo, Squeak, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, and again, thank you for the follow, Bun. Now that I'm thinking about it, could probably even go... I've got another camera that I can maybe try out for next Monday. Paint mix tester nonsense for you. Woohoo. Ah, thank you, thank you. This is my Adeptus Mechanicus stuff. But yeah, now that I think about it, I have a DSLR. Yeah, I'm gonna end up doing a whole bunch of weathering and all that once they're done, and they are gonna be pretty rusted and grimy and all that. But yeah, I just recently got a nice DSLR. I could hook that up to my capture card via the HDMI, and then we could have even better, like, camera control. I could get better zoom. I'd even have the monitor on the camera built right into the back. I think I might do that next time. Because yeah, like the autofocus is okay, I guess. But I don't know, is that a decent enough view for everyone? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I know I could probably still improve things here and there. Good. But yeah, so the recently started the Crusade League, which I'm now just stuck viewing as a bowling league for tabletop gaming, and it's just stuck with me that way. We're only on Season 1, we haven't even really started yet, but I'm already getting excited and geared up for Season 2, and that's what I'm doing with these guys. These are going to be my Season 2. Yeah, I definitely see my lighting being an issue. I think I can make some sort of light diffuser. And then maybe if I get a another light, because right now the only light source is right above us. So if I got another light that's coming from the camera side, facing directly at things, and be able to balance the two of those light sources, that would probably be even better. The reason why I went with the paper below was I was hoping it would cause enough of the light to bounce up and help remove some of that shadow. But not so much. It definitely helped a bit, but the light's still too hard, yeah, so diffuse light. And then I've got a whole bunch of models kind of set off to my side here. And we're gonna just slowly rotate through things. The base that I did for this one, I'm still in the process of working on. Let's see here. So we don't need the top anymore. So I'm envisioning it more like a gun emplacement. There should be, yeah, magnets on the underside. I still gotta finish the top. I'm gonna sculpt. I've got some milliput sculpting material, I think. This stuff, milliput standard, really good. Great for model making. I've never seen it used for boat repairs, but it says it could be, which is kind of fun. But yeah, I want to sculpt up some sandbags to go across the top here. And then it'll all get nice. I actually have seen a fair amount of boat repairs. My family had a few fishermen in it, so. I also had a job once where I actually had to take a crew boat to work every day. It was fun. I also started work on some trench-themed bases. It was definitely a unique commute, for sure. So like duck boards in the mud. And it's hard to tell with this camera, but there's skulls embedded in that brick wall. Let's see, can we get a better view? Probably not too much better. Yeah. On the other side, because this is supposed to be down in the ground in the trenches, so you'd have bricks lining the inner wall, and then in the dirt and mud that they'd be up against, I've got bones and roots buried. So I love to go overboard with my basing stuff. Like, there's absolutely no reason anyone needs to ever do anything like that, but yeah. So that's just some of the stuff. Let's get back. I was using my goldish color. Not goldish color. It is Balthazar Gold from Citadel Miniature Paints, if anyone's interested. It's actually one of my favorite colors. That's from their line. Oh yeah, no, their metallics are great. I mean, the camera's not too in my way either. Like, it's comes up, I don't know, mid-chest when I'm sitting here at my desk. And I kind of just hunch over it. The other camera would definitely be more intrusive in that way, but not the worst. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. No, it wouldn't be Casino Night Zone. It would be, Mystic Cave. It's a very, very limited loop of a handful of songs, unfortunately. But everything on there is either remixed by me or made by me. There's only like one or two things that's actually like made by me. Most of it's just remixed by me. Thank you. I'm one of those, like, I collect hobbies and skills. I used to be a DJ for, like, house parties and stuff. That was a lot of fun. I wanted to do radio. I thought that'd be interesting. But I didn't actually really, like, apply myself for it, so it never really happened. But that's fair. I actually still have all of my DJ gear. But the mornings? Too calm for morning? Ooh, smooth jazz. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't exist at 5 a.m. I don't think I could exist at 5 a.m. Yes, they do. Oh, I mean, back when I was like a young teen, I had a job working at a disposal yard, and we started at like 5 in the morning. They were 10-hour shifts, but it was only like 3 days a week, or 2 on, 2 off, 4 days a week. 10-hour shifts, but still. I'm too old for that junk now. Did miss a couple spots here. We're almost done with the metallics on this one, I think, and then I am going to swap over, or open up the wet palette. I'm looking at call center jobs. Ooh, yeah. So then your 5 a.m. start actually becomes like a 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. Yeah. Ugh. That is... no. I mean, at that point you might as well shift your life schedule and go like nocturnal. Blackout curtains are the best. I used to have to work late. And yeah. When I was in Vancouver, being up in the apartments, like, even when you're doing, like, the night shift, you come home and try and sleep through the day, or even in the afternoon. Like, there's no good time for sleeping. You need blackout curtains everywhere. Just saw something that I missed. I was just about to trace something with this color and... oh, there it is. There's so much fine detail on some of these models, it gets ridiculous at times. Like, I love the quality, I love the detail, but sometimes you're just going at it and it's like, can I just skip this part, please? Is that okay? And speaking of Batman, have you seen the new Batman? I haven't, but it still looks good. It seems interesting to me. And I've heard from others it was pretty decent and really neat. Nice. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go top up my water, grab some tea. It'll also probably play an ad while I'm gone. But don't worry, you're not gonna miss anything. Because, yeah, I will be right back. I've returned. Okay. Where did I leave off? We're just finishing up with the, the Balthazar Gold on the top piece here. That's what we're doing. I've got plenty of my, I just topped up my water. There. Still got plenty of tea. Turn left. How so? Okay, I think that's everything that's getting that color in that color. Today's tea is Earl Grey. One of my favorites. Am I a hand model? No. My hands would fail. I am not a... Nah, they're pretty scarred up. And bony. But they make playing characters at Halloween really easy. And a lot of fun. Oh, that's gonna be... I forgot I left them all floppy. Floppy pieces. I've got floppy models. Mwah. I'm sorry. Oh my god. What am I even doing? Okay, yes, posable. Very. Yeah. Somewhat related to the hand model thing, though. I'd be more interested in, maybe voice acting or something like that. Actually, just recently fixed up my computer a bit. Now I can do some light video editing again, without cooking my computer. And it still overheats if I try and do too much editing and whatnot. But it's to the point where I can start doing more story time uploads, for those that may have missed that. Oh, yeah, go get yourself some food, man. And thank you for coming out. Nice seeing you again. Go get those noms. But yeah, story time. I was reading... They usually just go... Yeah, I keep tripping over my own tongue here. So yeah, story time was a straight-to YouTube upload series that I was doing, where I was reading short stories from the public domain of, say, like, oh, now that I'm wanting to say it, I'm gonna, like, not be able to say the name now. Come on, it's on the tip of my tongue. H.P. Lovecraft. There we go. Yeah, so a lot of H.P. Lovecraft's work is public domain now because it's so old, and a lot of the original Brothers Grimm, their stories are public domain. So I was doing this little mini-series where I'd, just do, basically my own audiobooks for H.P. Lovecraft and Brothers Grimm. So there's some of those. Yeah, some of Poe's stuff is. And yeah, I'll have to get some of that too. But yeah, there's a few episodes up on my YouTube there. But I should really start doing some more again. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, now we're working on the Doomcrawler's legs. Just picking out the metallic details here and there. I try and use this color to, like, pick out, like, moving joints and things, and any of like mechanical structures. It just kind of helps break up the monotony of like steel on steel or silver on silver, gray on gray, all that blah that ends up happening with these more mechanical oriented models. That, and since it looks kind of brass-ish, copper-ish, it gives that effect of it being more like a bushing material, self-lubricating, meant to wear. Yeah, bushing material. So you wouldn't normally have like steel piston, like hydraulic ram piston pushing through just a steel collet ring. It would have like probably not aluminum, because that would be bad against steel. So yeah, something like brass that would be. It's a softer material, so if anything gets caught between, it's the replaceable bushing that gets scratched up and worn out, not the harder to repair and replace steel that needs to be precision polished. But it's basically a material that's there to take the abuse and be easily replaceable. And it's sacrificial material. In a way, it works really well for the Adeptus Mechanicus in a way. I don't think they ever mention anything like that in lore or fluff or anything, but it makes some sense. Yeah. And then yeah, since I have been doing my own music for my channel just to avoid copyright stuff, music is not my strongest talent and hobby, so it takes me a while. Which is why the playlist is pretty short. But I should definitely look at maybe commissioning some music as well. There's some pretty talented artists out there. And then that would be kind of fun, because then I could get some new, like, audio flavor going on in the stream. Just kind of sitting back and taking a look at it overall. Trying to see where else I need to break it up. I know there's the little lens in the center here that I've gone and done blue, and I've tried to do some like glowing effect on it. I'm not so good at that, but practice makes perfect. The more I do it, the better I'll get. I know I want to do like a nice little rim around that. I'll probably wait till later until I've finished doing like the final highlights on the lens itself. before I put that final rim on. I think I'm gonna do the ball sockets in this color as well, but maybe I will do those later, just because they look like they're gonna rub up against the sockets that they're in. So it'd just be a waste of time to do it now while I'm still moving things around so much, because it would just wear it off. Yeah. Control disc and a piston per leg and a... Okay. And it should just be the same details on each leg. Now I've gone ahead and made it a little easier on myself, so I know like what colors I want to use for picking out certain details, and I make a recipe list of those colors and set that aside for that army. But then when I go and pick out new models for it, it's always like, okay, well, what details would get those colors? But like once I get this one done, if I had another one of these models, it would be that much faster for the second model, because I go, okay, I just replicate what I did. Yeah. Here, let's see. Got a handy little app. See if I can dig that up. What is it called? It's a handy little app called Paint Rack. And I can scan all of the vials of paint that I own, scan their barcodes into it. And it'll show me all of my different available paints. But what I really like about it is you can build sets. So I've got my House Entropia, which is my Imperial Knights, my Mechanicum, which is the ones I'm doing now, and the Purge, which are my Chaos ones. So we're just going to tap on my Mechanicum, because that's what we're painting now. So my body metallics, and I've got it listed there. I've got any flesh tones, lenses and plasma accessories, what primer I use, the colors for my robes, wooden accessories. And then you've got room for notes, so prime. Then do the robes. Then I do my flesh, metallics, and weapons. And then I finish with my plasma, my weathering, and my bases. And it's just handy to be able to like keep that all organized and neat, so I have references to go back to whenever I get new models or feel like I could repaint an older model better. And then... Right? And another thing, so from the app, you can scan what paints you own into it. You can click on paints you own and find color matches in other lines of paint. I think there was even a thing to order directly from Amazon when you run out of paint. Like you click and it would say you've got like 2 bottles of, I don't know, Abaddon Black. And then when you run out of that, you could click it and set it to order from your Amazon account. I don't use that. I just go and pick my paint up from the local store. But and it's even got a lot of the hobby, like craft paints and all that available in the list as well. So you can scan those in because they're handy to have for like doing terrain and whatnot. The main brand I use is Minotaur. It's airbrush ready, and it's made for minis. Years ago I took a airbrush course by a group called CK Studios. If you are ever interested in learning about the airbrush and taking a class, look them up. They are awesome. They came to Victoria once, and I hope they come again. But through them, I was able to order a jumbo pack, and it just came with all of the colors. It just came with everything. So, that's what I've been using. But as I run out of paints, I use other lines as well. Like I've got some Vallejo, I've got a whole bunch of older Citadel stuff, some newer Citadel stuff. When I do like terrain and basing, like making my artificial mud and whatnot, I use Liquitex, acrylic hobby craft paints. Like I'll mix the white with the PVA glue, and then I can add a little bit of color on top of that, and it tints it just like very nicely. But yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And because sometimes the fake mud and turf that I end up making doesn't even end up being completely visible whenever the project's done, so being able to just put some cheap brown tint into some cheap white paint mix just kind of helps. Yeah. No, that's for mixing like the glue and the white paint and tint and stuff. So like, yeah, I'll take my fine turf soil, which is... You can kind of see it's literally just... It looks like when couch cushion foam starts to deteriorate and just turn into like fluff or whatever. I'll mix that with, yeah, some Elmer's white glue or Natura white glue or whatever I have on hand. And then I have some Pro Tint, which is what they usually just add to bulk paint, and this is some raw umber. And yeah, I just mix that all up to whatever consistency I need. Thicker if I want it to be sculptable, thinner if I need it to be spreadable. This one, it is Pro Tint. It's professional tinting color. It's just for, it's usually what they put in like the big tins of paint. Yeah. And I just use raw umber for the color. Yes, do not eat. It is not a tasty treat. Yeah, I use a couple things in my painting process that aren't just straight acrylic, but... Yeah. That's very, very much the same stuff, or very similar at least. My mother likes to make her own paints. Or at least she used to. She doesn't so much anymore, and she used to paint a whole bunch of furniture and funky things. So we just had a whole bunch of this tint lying around. So it works perfect for me. We like to be able to repurpose things. If she's not going to use it, it works great in my workshop. Like, I've recently discovered oil washes, and I just love them. Yeah, I think that's that side. A little finicky, but once you learn them, they're pretty fun. I just like to explore and experiment with my painting. Oh? Wait, what's today's work? Ooh, yeah. Oh, and then I've done like a whole bunch of kit bashing for this army too. That I'm skeptical about. I'm not the best at kit bashing. Every now and then I get a good one. But everything else is like, okay. Oh, hello. How's it going, Watchful Wolf? Happy Monday. Good to hear. Glad you can make it. Recognize this song, but cannot place it. Let's see. That's audio. What one is being? Let's see. I cannot tell which one is playing. Will not play in my headphones for whatever reason. Possibly? I mean, there's only a handful of them. What was the list again? Okay, so we have... There's Mystic Cave, which is a remix from Sonic. Boss, which was a remix from... Super Mario RPG. Oh, the very Japanese flavored one is Turtle Rock Forest, which is a remix I did from the Adventures of Goemon, Mystical Ninja. Yeah, so those are the 3 remixes. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then the other 2 that aren't those remixes are the ones that I actually made. One is called Bright Chaotic Day. It's a little more upbeat one, I think. And the other is Discordant Rift. For whatever reason, I can't get it to play in my own headphones, so... Oh, yeah. I've got that one for the N64. I did a playthrough of it. Well, I did a playthrough of it on a emulator before I got my N64 hooked up to the setup, which means I missed a lot of the hidden content that you needed to be able to press like all of the buttons at once to open up. So I might have to revisit that game for a Wicked Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, I love the way the music layers. It is, and just the music in that game in general. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it so much. It's so good. I'm so nostalgic for that game. And yeah, so there is a trader that you can buy basically just little accessories for Goemon's house, like furniture and things, and other fortune doll, like displayable fortune dolls. In I think it's the village with the dancing kids that get kidnapped. That starts with the really sad music, and then once you rescue them, it has happy music. He's in one of the corners there, and you've got to like press all of the C buttons, A, B, and Z. And then, yeah, he pops up. His name's like Cat's Eyes. But yeah, because I ended up playing it on the emulator and using the Xbox 360 controller, it wouldn't let me, I couldn't get the controls to line up properly. So some things were acting as double buttons, and yeah, it just didn't work out right. I still beat the game though. My favorite is the festival temple. Ooh, maybe followed by the submarine level. That one was pretty good. With all the food. Yes. Oh, and then I did a playthrough of there was another a sequel to the N64 game. And it was meant to be like it was multiplayer, but it was really designed to be played and beat as multiplayer, so there were things that were just a lot harder as single player. I ended up doing a playthrough of that on this channel too. I really struggled with that. It was fun. It was neat. It's a side scroller. Yeah, it was the like the 2.5D side scroller. More, just banging music. I loved it. But I honestly don't think I have played anything as hard as that game on this channel before. Or after. Or, yeah, since. Like, I think it may have actually been the hardest game I have personally ever played. Contra Hardcore? I don't know that I have. But I heard that, yeah, Contra is definitely a measure of difficulty that you could compare other things to, for sure. And then yeah, all of my past streams, or at least the majority of them, I've tried to stay on top of it. I've recorded and uploaded to YouTube afterwards. So if you wanted to watch me struggle to beat older games, there's some good content there. Or I hope it's good content. I think it's good content. Nice, we've made it a full way round. Now... yeah, there's all these bits on these front corners here I want to do next, I think. Yeah, hard to see them because they're kind of like black and whatnot. They don't show up as well on the camera. We will get those now. And then, I think the previous coat of this Balthazar Gold should be good enough to go back over. Try and make sure I do nice thin coats so they do dry pretty quickly. You don't want to end up applying wet paint on top of paint that's not quite dry yet. It just ends up tearing. And that's no fun. My bot is going out of control. Must be a rowdy machine spirit. Just making sure I'm getting a good coat on everything. How did I miss it? On these little circles. bumped my microphone there. Sorry. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to see about getting some more music commissioned or something. Maybe some local artists. Some cassettes. I've still got a cassette player somewhere. Actually, I have a record player currently hooked up to this whole system. Oh yeah. Thanks. Oh, there used to be, can't remember their name. There used to be like a 40k metal band. I think they were like Bolt Thrower or something like that. It'd be fun to get like some music themed around that, especially for hobby night. Or like the right? There is also a really good computer game for the Mechanicus, Adeptus Mechanicus or something like that. But it's turn-based strategy combat sort of thing. Like you move individual units and then your turn ends and then your Adeptus Mechanicus versus Necrons is the storyline. But there's some amazing music in that game. I highly recommend looking it up. Yes, this is Balthazar, over black primer. There's a little bit of like silver and red overspray on it, but not enough for me to call it a layer of paint. It's pretty much, black primer. And now just putting a layer of the Balthazar over it. like, it gets pretty decent coverage, but I'll still have to do maybe two, well, I'll have to do two, maybe three layers to make it a good solid coat. Possibly. Because I'm using the Airbrush Ready line of Citadel paints, they're a little thinner for the for using with a normal brush, but I still find I get pretty decent coverage with them, but sometimes they do come out a little bit thinner. That's the... yeah, all four leg connector things. Yeah, you can always easily add an extra layer on, an extra nice thin layer on, than trying to undo a layer. Or trying to thin out a layer that went on too thick. Yeah. Pick out this little... I don't even know why this little shape's in there. It's like a weird little like horseshoe sort of thing. Barely pronounced on the side. It never connected to anything, like it was not in the instructions to like connect to anything else. Just a weird little embellishment. I think it looks better if I actually pick it out and let it just kind of blend in. We'll see. I may even change my mind about that later. Yeah. Yeah. Where the gas goes in. Sure. Okay. Now we're gonna set this guy aside for now. Wiggle him off there. Wait. That's the brush. Get that cleaned up again. What? There are quite a few things. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna get up and give myself a stretch. So we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll get back at it. I will be right back. Hey, that's better. Get up, stretch a bit, did some squats, couple lunges. I don't know, that twisty thing where you like move your arms about. little things to, yeah, counteract sitting in a chair for hours. So, we've been sitting here for about 2 hours now, painting the same thing, picking out a little bit of metallics here and there. I mean, most of my stuff's gonna be pretty metallics based anyway, but let's pick something different to work on. These guys need some more skull white on their, well, skulls. It's on a little thin, didn't finish them up quite yet. And then I've got a few other things to bring up after. Now, these guys are, if I recall, they're Silax Guardian Automata, or Servo Automata, or something like that. They're normally meant for the Horus Heresy, or Warhammer 30k, as some people call it. I intend to use them just as plain servitors for Warhammer 40,000. So, the reason for that, GW's current servitor models, well, they're ancient, and they are ugly. I think they're pewter. Okay, got my wet palette all set up here. Let's just get another drop of this on here. No, they took a hard hit. And since all of the other Adeptus Mechanicus models look pretty cool, I didn't want those really ugly models to be mixed in with them. Oh no. That may not be good. I may have made a big mistake. Oops. I don't think I cleaned my brush good enough when I was done with the metallic. I think I just got a whole smear of metallic in the, Oh, yeah, no. Even if I take my time and try and slowly enunciate, for some reason, it just cannot handle my voice or accent or something. But it sure tries. I've seen it work on other channels, and I've seen it work well on a few Canadian channels, but yeah. Okay, let's try and clean up that. Gotta try and scoop up a blob of contaminated paint off my palette now. That's gonna be tricky. Let's maybe just try and dab it up with my rag. How unfortunate. Okay. I think that's got that. Just give the wet palette a couple extra squirts of water. Come on. This corner. Keep that sponge moist. Okay, what do we got here? For doing my skulls and stuff, I like to use a color called Ancient Bone. It's a nice creamy off-white, not too bright, but you put like a little bit of a brown ink or brown wash over it. Let that set, and then wipe off the excess off the top. Do a little bit of dry brush of this Ancient Bone again, pick up the highlights. Looks great. Looks like bones left out in the sun for way too long. Okay, no, I'm gonna wash my brush just another time, just to be absolutely sure, because, yeah, that sucked. Get these all lined up and ready. And like, they're funky. I like these way better than GW's servitor models. Like, they've got this awesome, like, shrimp-like carapace. I call them my death shrimp. They've got a funky little reactor pack sticking off the back right there. This one's supposedly in the rules for the servitors. Let's use this. This is easier to point finer things out with. So yeah, servitor. Exactly. He's got, blah blah blah, goddamn, so many names. A heavy bolter is what this one's supposed to have. Then I gave him like a little saw blade thing. Another thing they can be equipped with, the servitors, is a servo arm. I modeled some of them with this big crane arm on the back. That way I've got 2 of them with servo arms and 2 of them with the bolter options. And I'm just so much happier. Because I don't have ugly servitors that look like they've been run over. Note that these are all parts that actually come with the automata kit for the Mechanicum. Normally you'd get to put like all of this on all of them if you are willing to pay the points for it. But since the rules on 40k are even more restrictive for what the servitors can bring, I wanted to make their model as close to the rules as possible. Oh, and then like they've got these little things at the end of some of their what would they call them? Mechadendrites is what I think they call the cable tentacles. That I think are supposed to be like laser emitters. So I'm gonna have to like paint them in bright colors or do some sort of lighting effect, maybe. Could be neat. But then again, like the next thing I gotta figure out with these ones, how am I gonna base them? Like, most of my Adeptus Mechanicus Guitari are gonna be on, I don't know, trench-themed bases. But I don't want my tech priests to be down in the trenches with them, because, well, they wouldn't do that. They'd be like, no, we're better than that. This Guitari can go play in the trenches, get all muddy. And I want these servitor stand-ins to act more like bodyguards for my tech priests, so I guess I gotta figure out like a set of functional bases to kind of tie these guys together with my tech priests a little better, but still tie them into the army as a whole. Exactly. And what's really neat is, like, in the ruling for the Adeptus Mechanicus, like, Servitor's stat lines are absolutely garbage. Like, their weapon skill and ballistic skill are on a 5-up. So, I mean, you're gonna miss with most of your shots. But if you've got them within, I think it's 3 inches of a tech priest, they hit on 4-ups. So they become a little bit better. So it just makes sense to have them near the tech priest at all times. So yeah, use them as bodyguards. Right, but like, I've been doing some fun kit bash stuff for some of my actual tech priests. Here, let's dig one up. Actually, before we do that, have a moment here. Let's head on over to Games Workshop website here. Let's take a quick peek-see. We want Armies of the Imperium, Adeptus Mechanicus. Here is what a normal Adeptus Mechanicus tech priest looks like. Hunched over, funky robes, little power pack on the back. Like, they're cool. give me half a moment. Moved over and get on. He's not 100% together. Still parts that finished and glued in properly. But ta-da! Yeah, let's move these guys. They make the image confusing. Here we go. So I built him with a even larger generator on the back, but harder to tell. That's a brain in a jar. A gigantic brain in a jar by the scale of it, but and then using some Cat5 Ethernet cable, I stripped the wiring out of the core of it and put some extra wiring and cabling in because it looks about appropriate size for that scale. So I've still got to finish painting. There's the brain. Right now it's kind of like a grayish green. So I need to add some more like pinky, fleshy tones in there. And then I think I'm going to try and use some acrylic inks to tint the glass a bit to make it look like there's some sort of liquid sloshing about in there. So that's one of my tech priests. GW offers another funky looking tech priest. They call him like the Manipulus or whatever. And well, he looks like this. He's pretty rotund and he floats. But like he's the only thing in the army that, well, not anymore. There's another model that floats now. But at the same time, like, he's the only single person that floats, and it looked weird, and he's got, like, this little dangly foot thing down here. So, I wasn't quite a fan of that, because it didn't make too much sense to me. So I started building mine to look a little different. just a little. So, I've attached mine via cables and mechadendrites to a tank chassis, or little mini tank chassis, and I've given him, I had one of the horse heads left over from the Cerberus riders that the AdMech get, so I put that on him. I'm gonna sculpt or make some sort of like robe thing to cover most of this. And I'll just kind of help cover the joints in at the neck. But most of the tech priests are wearing like some sort of hooded robe, so I figure I should do something to give them another hooded robe. But yeah, I really enjoy get bashing things. I've been having a lot of fun with it. All good. Where did I just put my... Oh, it's in my lap. I was looking for my paintbrush and it was sitting right in my lap. 2 clips. People be clipping me? Oh no. I'll have to check out those clips later. Now I'm kind of excited. Okay, let's mix up this paint. We are going to be touching up some of the red accessories next. For that, what am I using? I have got here Minotaur Angelic Blood D6 131 Funky. Just add some extra pop back into some of the accessories, like the things that they're holding. For example, this guy, he's got looks like some sort of chainsaw in his hand here. I've done the guard railing in red. Fine. Really, really fine details here. Oh no, it looks like I got a whole bunch of the red up there somehow. Let's fix this quickly. Oh no, that is a lot of red. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take our, got a larger brush here. Dip that in the water, get that wet. Wipe most of the water off. But you still want it damp. To soak up the excess paint. If you're quick about it, you should be able to pick up most unintentional splotches. If you don't catch it quite fast enough, it won't all come off. Yeah, looks like some of it's gonna stay on there, but we got most of it off. So we're gonna be happy with that. So at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be repainting that part later. wondering, should I do the ammo box red? Just the bolter. I think just the bolter. I think I'm gonna do the ammo box in a gray now that I think about it. Extra color in there. That's some extra depth. Oh, visual interest. Otherwise, I think it'd just end up looking more like a gigantic red blob. Whoa! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome, welcome! Balloons Bunny! How's it going? How was your stream? What were you up to? Ooh, nice. How was that? I am doing good. It has been a pretty productive stream. Oh yeah. Yeah, I wasn't so good at Valorant either. But awesome. I'll have to check out your the video of it later. Aw. Well, thank you. Yeah, we got a raid. Good friend Balloon Bunny. Brought a whole bunch of their friends. But yeah, so we're just doing some hobby painting. To catch people up, I've recently joined a Crusade League, which you could say is kind of like a bowling league for tabletop wargaming, which has kind of like gotten me back into this whole painting kick, because now I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of other people who are new to the hobby and trying to get into it, and I really like sharing my hobby and my passions, so that's been fun, and it, yeah, keeps me busy. So, what I'm currently painting, these are, what are they called? I keep forgetting what they're called. They're like Silex Servo Automata, or, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just see if I can find a picture of them somewhere. Mechanicum, here we go. Trisci, yo, welcome, welcome. How are you doing, Trisci? Okay, so these are Lots of made-up words here that are hard to say. Mechanicum, Silex, Guardian, Automata, Covenant. Which I think is fancy words for angry robo shrimp. Ooh. But yeah, here's a good picture of what they look like when someone professionally paints them. But yeah, they kind of look like angry robo shrimp. So, that's what I'm doing. Already did that one. Duh. Oh, so how is everybody's Monday night? Or possibly Tuesday for some of you? I know people all over the place now. Now, what do we want to... Yeah, they do kind of look glowy. What are those? Angry death shrimp. Or that's what I'm calling them. But they are... like... little guardian robots for a tabletop war game that I like to play called Warhammer 40,000. So I'm just going out and picking out some of the details here. Nice. Do you play some 40k or collect some minis or... Here, we got blues already. These guys and metallics. Oh, awesome. That's kind of neat. Huh, that'd be really neat. Let's put the lid on the wet palette for now. Bring back the metallics. Just using some Balthazar Gold here that I've got mixed up in a shot glass. For convenience, please do not shoot your paint. Shots of paint are not good. But yeah, I kind of want to break up. There's so much like silver and like steel colored metallics, so I just try and make sure I'm breaking things up on some of these panels and stuff. Otherwise you get like eye fatigue looking at the same thing for too long. It like detracts from its appearance. But I guess there's a limit to everything, because if you do too much, it just becomes too busy of a design, I guess. And so I guess here's hoping I don't overdo it. Man, it's just been so nice having a local community that's starting up and getting interested again. Been able to meet some really neat people. And now being able to combine the two. To what? I'm so lost now. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. But yeah, it's just nice having a community of people that are also interested in the same things, or at least similar things. And being able to share my experience and knowledge with them. And then being able to combine my two interests with streaming and hobby. And who knows, maybe while I'm experimenting and learning new skills with the hobby myself, someone else will get a little bit of help. Lead filter, they're amazing. All of the little bits out. Set him to dry. I mean, we end up coming back to them all anyway, but... and then, as I'm painting, sometimes my metallics start to just sit out and dry. Just put a couple drops of the Minotaur drying retarder in there just to help keep them Nice and slick. Not too much, though. And then you gotta add a little bit more paint every now and then, too. You don't want it to become more, drying retarder than paint. I don't think that'd work very well. Much better. So many, like, really tiny little details on these ones. Like, I love Forge World models because they are so nice and detailed, but at the same time, it's a double-edged knife because then I gotta go and paint all that. Ugh. Very true, I do. No, there's just something nice and relaxing and calming about it. I mean, like, there are times where I get frustrated with painting because something's just not turning out the way I want it, but in those times I just make sure and put my stuff away and I'll come back to it later. But I always do. I always come back to it. And yeah, if the camera angle's not quite good enough to see what exactly I'm doing, don't hesitate to ask for me to, like, try and show it better for you. Or ask me what I'm painting or colors I'm using. I'll try and be as quick to answer and give you the best answer I can. And I'm here to share my knowledge and experience and chat. Though we're coming up to our 3-hour mark here. Do we continue on? You guys want to keep going? Button-up shirts would be fun. I mean, I'd kind of encourage each person in the Crusade group to make like a team uniform for themselves, like represent their armies in some way. I think that'd be fun. Crunchy short-sleeved one. A Salamander's jersey would be fun. With me doing Imperial Knights, I could try and do like a Monty Python style knight costume. although might be the three-headed knight. That'd be great. The knights who's hating me. Yes. The knights who say, all those who do not believe in the Omnissiah must be purged. There. And then I'll pick out the fine details. There's like a couple raised fins on the sides of those that I'll do with a dry brush, I think, later. Just to pick out the raised edges. Hit those with like a lead belcher or some sort of like gunmetal metallic. Ooh, and then I may have sold one of my armies off today, possibly. So now I think I've only got 3 armies. Ooh. Hey, you'll get there one day. Very soon. Yeah, I had some Sisters of Battle that I just never got around to really doing anything with. I had some cool ideas, but I just never motivated myself to do it. So I figured it was about time to find them a good home. Plus, if someone else can get enjoyment out of them, it's even better. Actually, just for the sake of my own back, I think we may still keep our 3-hour run time. So we'll be wrapping it up in a little bit. Not right away, but soon. And that gives me time to hang out and play with my cat Jinx, who seems to want my attention. Very fair. I love spending time and playing with my cat. He's awesome. Usually he sits on my lap while I paint, but oh, here he is. Letting me know that he's here and wants attention. But finishing up. A couple more details. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and joining me tonight. I've got a couple quick shout-outs here. Half a second. Make sure everything's actually cooperating. Big shout out to Balloons Bunny for the raid. Always awesome having you and your crew here. Yeah. Last played some Valorant. Another shout out to Squeak for the follow. Thank you very much. And then another one for Bun the Pariah. Our good Bun. Our good buddy Bun. There we go. Hopefully that one works. Oh, maybe they don't have their stream stuff set up. Or maybe I spelt it wrong. Nope. Oh well. But yeah, big shout out, big thank you very much to everybody coming out and joining me tonight for our hobby night. We're going to be doing this every Monday. I'm going to be doing a variety of different hobby related things, maybe some basing, some terrain, who knows. Thank you all again. I hope to see you Wednesday for Wicked Wednesdays. We're playing Valorant. Friday night Fear Fest, we are playing Doom, and on Saturday we have Sega Saturday. We are playing Sonic Adventures DX. Again, thank you all. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday evening. And until next time, bye-bye.